So who exactly has more power than all of our congressmen and women? I'm very curious on this one, because as they're sitting behind the table, they're looking at each other in this hearing about the UFOs and UAPs, and being like, we have all the access to everything we need to. Who has more access than us? Now, David Grush, who happens to be the whistleblower about the UAPs and UFOs, is sitting down and he is holding his tongue. He's biting his tongue because he knows some information that these guys don't. And it's very interesting. Watch them as they question him about who has the authority to go above and beyond their access.
On that, there's nothing that you're aware of that's above special access program classification.
It's a misnomer that there's anything actually above top secret. Executive Order 13526 delineates the classification levels.
Right, but I draw a point on that because we can have access to those programs, and so the notion that we're not being given that access sort of defies our typical muscle memory here in Congress. Thank you, Mr. Burchett. I'll yield back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Gates. Along those lines, Title 10, you may not know this or not, but Title 10 and Title 50 authorization, they seem to say they're inefficient. So who gets to decide this, in your opinion, in the past?
It's a group of career senior executive officials.
Okay, are they government officials?
Both in and out.
Are they government officials? David responds, both in and outs. Okay, keep that in mind as we move forward.
Do what?
Both in and out of government, and that's about as far as I can go there. Yeah.
At one point, you had said that there has been harmful activity or aggressive activity. Has any of the activity been aggressive, been hostile in your reports?
I know of multiple colleagues of mine that got physically injured, and the activity. And I got
by UAPs or by people within the federal government?
Both.
By UAPs or people in the federal government? Both. Without thinking, Grush rips into that answer. Are you kidding me? If these multi-dimensional beings came to Earth, do you honestly think they're going to sit back and hide? No. They're going to go to the very tippy top and have control or power. Let's carry on. Think about that.
Okay. So there has been activity by alien or non-human technology and or beings that has caused harm to humans.
I can't get into the specifics.
Grush cannot get into the specifics. Do you know why? Let's reverse to the very beginning.
Faced any retaliation or reprisals for any of your testimony or anything on these lines?
Yeah, I have to be careful what I say in detail because there is an open whistleblower reprisal investigation on my behalf, and I don't want to compromise that investigation by providing anything that may help provide somebody information. But
this man has been cautious. He has tiptoed around this entire conference, but he has spit out just enough information for you and I to put together a story. What do you guys think? Let's finish this and then come back. Hold on one second. Listen what else he's got to say.
In an open environment, but at least the activity that I personally witnessed, and I have to be very careful here because they tell you never to acknowledge tradecraft, right? So what I personally witnessed myself and my wife was very disturbing.
What I personally witnessed myself and my wife was extremely disturbing. This man has been put between a rock and a hard place to deliver us information for you and I to pick apart a story, but yet not go over the top with top secret information. Yo, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section. This is nuts. We'll talk to you guys soon.